A woman from St. Catherine, Alicia Rose, who attempted to arrange the murder of her brother over a dispute involving a 3-bedroom family house, broke down in tears upon being sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. The 45-year-old furniture maker from Wharton was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder in a trial at the Home Circuit Court in May. Rose had paid $20,000 towards a $60,000 contract to have her brother killed and had enlisted the help of 2 individuals, including her tenant, to carry out the plan. During the sentencing on Wednesday, Justice Dale Palmer saw Rose, dressed in a gray blouse and blue jeans, clutching the dock's railing as she wept. Her tears flowed as the judge delivered the sentence. The court heard that Rose's ex-tenant testified about an incident in December 2013. The tenant had rented a bar from Rose located on premises that also included the contested 3-bedroom house. Rose reportedly approached the tenant and asked her to kill her brother, claiming that a previous tenant had failed to fulfill the same request. Rose allegedly threatened the tenant with eviction if she did not proceed with the murder and sent multiple texts urging her to act quickly. When the tenant was unable to carry out the killing, she revealed the plot to a customer in February. Rose had given the tenant $20,000 to pay the customer, but the customer never collected the money, which was later returned to Rose. Furious, Rose gave the tenant notice, leading the customer and tenant to report the scheme to the police. Rose's brother, who had moved into the house in 2005, testified that Rose had previously attacked him with a cutlass in 2014, removing his furniture and locking him out. The police were called, and both his mother and Rose wanted him removed from the property. In March, the brother learned about the plot to kill him and discovered that Rose had secretly vacated the house 2 weeks earlier. The revelation left him deeply shocked. He recounted how he coped with the distress by drinking and smoking while reflecting on his life and his sister's actions, eventually reporting the matter to the police. Before sentencing, Rose's lawyer, Esther Reed, argued for a non-custodial sentence, highlighting Rose's lack of prior offenses and her troubled past, which was exacerbated by her difficult relationships with her siblings. Reed also emphasized the positive feedback from the community, describing Rose as private, hardworking, and quiet. Prosecutor Dwayne Green, however, urged the judge to impose a sentence that would deter others from similar offenses, stressing that the court must take such conspiracies seriously. Green pointed out that had the plan succeeded, the brother would have been killed. Justice Palmer ruled that a non-custodial sentence was not appropriate given the severity of the offense. Considering the maximum sentence of 10 years, the judge started with a 5-year term, adding 4 years for aggravating factors like the conspiracy itself, the victim being a family member, and the trial process. However, he reduced the sentence by 2 years for mitigating factors, including Rose's previously good record and community feedback, and another 6 months for time already served in custody. Renowned taxi driver Richard Nembhard, who was eagerly anticipating a reunion with his son from abroad after 3 years, tragically lost his life on Thursday. Gunmen ambushed him in his car, cutting short his long-awaited moment. Nembhard, a 56-year-old father of 3, had planned to pick up his son from Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston on Emancipation Day. The Whitehall Avenue-based driver was shot multiple times near the intersection of Mannings Hill Road and Cassava Peace in Kingston. The Constabulary Communication Unit reported that the shooting occurred at 4:40 a.m. Nembhard was rushed to Kingston Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Witnesses at the scene said Nembhard was shot while driving, causing him to lose control of his vehicle. His car crashed into another vehicle parked at Midway Mall Plaza before slamming into the entrance of a fast food restaurant. The aftermath included a fallen stop sign and a boarded-up section of the fast food place. Nembhard's partner, Sharon Alexander, was devastated when she received the news. She recalled hearing a commotion outside and initially dismissed it, but a phone call informed her of the shooting. "I heard a car horn blow first. Then I heard about the shooting. I couldn't believe it," she said, recounting how she rushed to the scene with her granddaughter and saw Nembhard injured in his car. Alexander shared that Nembhard had been excited to see his son and had spent the previous afternoon preparing his car for the reunion. He was polishing and cleaning the car. "I joked about him rubbing off the color," she said. Nembhard's son had also promised to take him to Dream Weekend, which he had eagerly agreed to attend. Kevin, a young man from the community, spoke tearfully about Nembhard, who he regarded as a father figure. Kevin said Nembhard's murder has deeply affected the community, noting how Nembhard often helped him with food on Sundays. Joy Williams, another close friend, was also heartbroken. She had last seen Nembhard on Wednesday. Observing him cleaning his car and noting a sense of foreboding, she now regrets not heeding. "I'm so sorry I didn't cancel it," she lamented, hoping for justice for Nembhard. The Constant Spring police are investigating the incident, considering it might be a reprisal killing related to another recent death in the Whitehall Avenue area. 2 women are recovering from gunshot wounds after being attacked by armed men while walking home in Castleton, St. Mary, on Wednesday. According to police reports, the women were strolling along the main road in Providence, Castleton, when a white Nissan AD wagon approached them. 2 men exited the vehicle and fired at the women before fleeing in the waiting car. The women managed to reach the Castleton police station and were subsequently taken to a Nato Bay hospital for treatment of their injuries. The Port Maria Criminal Investigative Bureau is investigating the incident, but a motive for the shooting has not yet been determined. A man from St. Anne was shot and killed at a bar in his community of Exchange on Thursday. The victim has been identified as 38-year-old Troy Cooper, also known as Slaughter. According to the police, around 8:20 p.m., Cooper was at the bar with a group of people when a man approached him. After a brief conversation, the man opened fire, shooting Cooper in the head. Emergency services were called, and Cooper was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Uroy Blackwood, a local resident who frequents the bar, expressed relief that he was not present during the incident. "Sometimes after work, I stop by for a drink to unwind before going home. But something told me to go straight home that night. It's tragic, but I'm thankful I listened to my instincts, as stray bullets can hit anyone." Blackwood extended his condolences to Cooper's family and mentioned he might avoid the bar for a while. Meanwhile, Henry Jefferson, a senior citizen in the area, urged the younger generation to end the violence. "I've been around for 71 years, and I've never seen such heartlessness. Young people need to think about their families and the impact of their actions. Consider your children and try to resolve conflicts without resorting to violence." Police report that at least 34 people have been killed in St. Anne since the beginning of the year. Dancehall artist Vybz Kartel, who has recently been released after over a decade in prison, announced on Friday that he will be focusing on his fitness and family moving forward. Since his release on Wednesday, Kartel has reunited with his loved ones and has been sharing updates with his fans on social media. He has removed his previous Instagram posts, with his account now only showcasing content from after his release. On Friday, Kartel posted photos of his new home gym setup on his refreshed Instagram page. One photo shows him trying out a treadmill, while another features workout equipment alongside a painting of himself and his partner, Saida Mosturk. In his caption, Kartel wrote, "Family and fitness. God is the greatest." There have been ongoing concerns about Kartel's health, particularly after reports of him suffering from Graves' disease during his incarceration. However, the artist seems determined to return to his best form now that he is free.